welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going through everything I bought back from my recent 2-week trip from Florida. So a lot of this is gifts, to be fair, and we all got this on the last day of our trip. How we got it in our suitcase, I honestly don't know. I'll put the photo of what we sent to my parents, and they were just like, what on earth? And I think by some of the things I bought back, you'll just think I'm bonkers. That's fine. So I will start off with then the snacks that we brought back. To begin with, I picked up some of these Oreo cakesters, and they're like soft baked. I don't know, they just look really nice, so I wanted to try those. And anything that's like individually packaged normally has like a better shelf life, so I thought they'd be good. Then we picked up Matt's sister a huge size of Chips Ahoy. She absolutely loves these, and so does her partner, so we bought them back another pack of these as well, which I will find. I picked up some of the caramel like microwave popcorn. I don't know, I feel like caramel is quite hard for flavour to find here. We have like the sweet and the salty. And then I picked up these cinnamon I would read it as a graham cracker, but I'm sure there's a proper way to say that. So I've probably butchered that. But I had these, they were similar to what came in those little Chip and Dale nut things. They had like mini cinnamon graham crackers in them. They were only like tiny, like little cookies. So I thought these would be quite nice. So I'll give these a whirl. And I just got the Walmart own brand of these. The next thing I got, which I have already tucked into, is these Slim Jims. I love like pepperoni, beef jerky. My favourite, if my friend Christy is watching, as she will know, is biltong. I love anything like that. So I picked up this 26 pack. I was debating getting the 46 pack. I actually wish I had now, because I've already had like four of these since I've been back, and I've been back like less than 2 days. So these won't be lasting very long, but yeah, I love these. God knows what's in them, but they're really nice. So then I picked up some of the own brand Pop-Tarts with the brown sugar cinnamon, and I have already taken them out, but just for advertising purposes, I've kept the box to show yourselves. And I got these for the office. They're just a bag of the mixed Hershey's. I know you can get Hershey's in the UK, but I don't feel like I've seen, like, other than the Kisses, I don't think I've seen any of like these little minis. So I thought I'd take those into the office and share those out, and I'm sure they won't last 5 minutes. And for Matt's mum, we picked her up some of these Jolly Rancher ropes. She really likes the hard candies, but we know she likes the watermelon ones. So when we saw these are like watermelon and apple. So I'll give these over probably tomorrow. I'll drop them around with the rest of the snacks. Again, for Matt's sister, we got the goldfish. We got 3 packs of these, because again, they're her favourite. So these were like the only thing she requested us to bring back was Chips Ahoy and goldfish. So I don't know how well they've travelled. They might more be goldfish, goldfish dust, but we shall see. These we got at Publix, and they were a BOGO. So they were buy one, get one free. And they were about $2.29 for the 2 of them. Then I picked up 3 of the Jiffy cornbreads. I love cornbread, and it's just not really a thing here in the UK. It might be if you went to like a Hickory's or like a barbecue place, but you don't really find it on a menu anywhere, and I love it. So I picked up 3 of these, and one of which I will be sending to my mum, because she also loves cornbreads. I must have looked bonkers, but I was like, where's the Jiffy, when I was shopping in Walmart. As mentioned earlier, Matt's mum also loves the Jolly Ranchers, so we picked her up one of the big bags of the hard candy as well, so she will thoroughly enjoy that. And I picked up some of the little Sour Patch Kids. These are gifts. I got about 3 or 4 of these. They were only like $1.10, and I actually think these ones are way more sour than what we have here. So even though I know you can get them here, but these ones do, you can taste the difference. I also picked up some ranch. I also got a huge ranch for my colleague as well. I mean, like, I picked up 2 of these one for here, and I think I'll send one to my sister. But yeah, this huge bottle I got for my colleague because that was the only thing she asked me to bring back as well, was ranch. So I thought, go big or go home, huh? Then we picked up these little bites. They're like crumb cakes. And if you saw my travel day, you would have seen they sold them in Walmart like fresh, but I didn't know how well they'd travel, and these have like little pouches. So again, they're got a better shelf life. I'm actually excited to try this because I think they are cinnamon from what it looks like here. And we noticed that a lot when we were over there. They love cinnamon. Like they're like everything was cinnamon flavored, or it was like quite common to see a lot of the snacks were cinnamon. Whereas I feel like in the UK, we see that as more of like a Christmas taste, I suppose. I don't know. I kind of associate cinnamon with Christmas, but maybe that's just me. And while we were over there, Matt was obsessed with honey mustard. Everywhere in the parks, they have like the sauce dispensers. And every time he just was like raving about this honey mustard. So we picked up the Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard. And I think it might have been the Heinz one that we had in the parks, but we couldn't find that in Walmart, even though it was like a superstore. But there's hundreds of sauces of all the same thing, so we could have just been like not looking properly. But yeah, we picked this one up, so we will give this a twirl and see what we think of that. Matt also picked up some of the Pop-Tarts as well, because we had these in the hotel lobby when we were over there. Again, I know you can get these here, but I think due to the colourings and the sweeteners and things they put in stuff over there compared to what we're allowed over here, he thinks they taste very different. This will probably be a breakfast on the go for him. If you're his personal trainer, no, they're not. And then we picked up these at the beginning of our trip and they just didn't get eaten, but I will take these into work and just snack on them dry because I really don't like cereal. I don't like milk and cereal. I don't really like milk all round, other than unless it's in a tea, but I'm rambling now. So yeah, I'll take these into work with me, and they are just the cinnamon toast crunch. Do you see what I mean? Like everything is like, it's a very common flavour over there. Like a lot of the stuff is cinnamon. And then I know you can get salsa here, but we picked up 2 jars of this. I think it's called On the Border, and this salsa we got a jar of on the first day we got there, and we had it with like chips and just kept it in the fridge in the room, and it was so nice, and it had like hardly any ingredients in it, and it was really thin. Like I love the way they do salsa over there, because the ones that we get here are more chunky. These next things that I bought back, I don't know how I bought them back, I really don't. So the first thing is the iconic frosted sugar cookies. We have already devoured these. We've been back like coming up to 3 days, and they're basically gone. But I packed these really strategically in my case. It was like a real game of Tetris trying to pack all of this stuff. But yeah, these are unreal, and I think most people would agree with me that I'd say that these just like remind me of America. I don't know, they're just so like, I don't know, they're so American in my eyes personally. And this next thing, you are gonna think I have lost the plot. I personally think I'm very smart for this, but when we were in the shop, we saw that they sold the Cheesecake Factory brown bread. Now, this is like if you know, you know, like everybody raves about this stuff. And when they had it, I thought, how can I get, like, how am I gonna get bread rolls back? Well, I have like a makeup case. It's like hard, like structured, so I put all my makeup in something else, and I bought back, I've just pulled them out of the freezer to show you, but I've bought back the like classic brown bread, and I just thought, do you know what, I can have this on a Friday. I feel like I'm back there. Yeah, a bit bonkers, but I'm so glad I bought this back. Moving on to more of like the household and medical stuff. My friend Holly, who I know will be watching this, she only asked me for Tide, which of these, like, you know you're getting like older when you're like asking for stuff like this. And it's just these like stain remover pens. They are really common over there, and I think they're really popular. A lot of people bring them back here because they're like the best stain remover, and you can just dab it on your stuff before you chuck it in the wash. So I actually picked up a pack as well, and I'm gonna give one to my sister and send one to my mum. But yeah, so I've got those. I picked up some of this Kinder seasoning. I see this on TikTok all the time, and I got the butterfly burger blend, but I hear this goes quite well on like steaks and things like that, and I'll probably just chuck it on everything. And then I also got the iconic lemon pepper. I don't know if you can get this here, but this is like a very American flavor as well. They have it on everything. So yeah, I picked those up, and I'll keep those in the cupboards, and I don't know, it remind me of my trip when I'm cooking. We got these liquid IVs in the UK for a pack of 8 of these. It's something like £24, or they are really expensive, but this passion fruit flavor is really nice. And these were about, I think these were about $12, so it would have come to about like £10.20 maybe, with the exchange rate at the time. It was quite good when we were over there. So I picked these up because I've got a BBC Radio 1 festival, and I really hate getting a hangover, so I will take one of these probably before I go, and then have one when I get back in. But yeah, really good. I highly recommend these. Then I got not 1, not 2, but 3 of the Sleepy melatonin gummies. You take 2 to get 10 milligrams, but I really struggle with my sleep, or more so getting to sleep. When I'm asleep, I'm fine. So I picked these up, and my sister also wanted a pack as well, so I would post those down to her. And then I picked up the Crest Classic White Whitening Strips. These were quite expensive. These were like $26. So there's there's 10 treatments in there. My teeth, they're not that, like, they don't need whitening desperately, but again, I've listened to years of people rant and rave about it. So I'll see, as well as these tablets, I will let you know how I get on with both of these and see if they are worth the hype. This brand, I swear by, they do a cherry throat spray. If you have children or anything like that that ever suffer with a sore throat and you're going over there, pick up, it's like quite a big bottle, and you spray it, and your mouth goes completely, like your throat goes completely numb. And I just bought these ones. They're just the like lozenges, but I thought these would be really practical just to keep in the house in case anyone comes down with a sore throat or cough or anything like that. Moving on to more tablets, I picked up this 200 pack of paracetamol. It was like $3, and you can't buy them over here like that. It's bonkers. Like, if you've never been to America and you go to their health aisle, your head would just fall off, because Americans can just walk in and pick up a 200 pack of pain relief. I picked up these melatonin, like, actual tablets, because I was a bit hesitant as to whether or not those would work, because these are actually 10 milligram per tablet. So I will try both and I will see what I think. But yeah, I just didn't want to come back and then be like, these don't work. So yeah, this was my plan B. And then I picked up the benzo peroxide face acne treatment gel, and then I'll just dab it on before I go to bed. That is everything I got. I picked up tons. I had a really good time in Walmart. Poor Matthew was dragged around the shop, much to his delight. But yeah, we had the best trip. So I really hope you enjoyed this.